The oceans of the world are filled with weird and wonderful creatures. Many have not yet been discovered, while others may be close to extinction already. There are a lot of real ugly and scary creatures out there, but what about the nicest, loveliest, and friendliest? Let's have a look at the friendly sea creatures in the world. Common octopus. In the documentary My Octopus Teacher, on the Netflix main character is a common octopus in False Bay, off the coast of South Africa. The documentary received an 8.3 out of 10 from IMDb and a full score of 10 from Rotten Tomatoes. The story is of how a South African man, Craig Foster, free dives regularly in these ice-cold waters and befriends a common octopus in a kelp forest. Every time he dives, the octopus comes to greet him. It's a quite engaging commentary, and it is an amazing show of the octopus's intelligence, friendliness, and his fight for survival with sharks, his greatest enemy. The documentary shows us just how eager and friendly these creatures can become, even cuddling Foster's hand on occasion. Caribbean reef octopus. Just like the common octopus, the Caribbean reef octopus can change color instantly. That makes it invisible when settled on the surface of anything underwater. This creature is incredibly smart and often can be found gazing at humans. There are even reports that these animals extending a tentacle as if beckoning divers to come closer. The animal has such a well-developed brain that it can recognize faces, play with toys, and even solve puzzles. The Caribbean reef octopus will even recognize faces if the person in question has changed their appearance. They are much less likely to squirt dye. Asian sheep's head wrasse. For over 25 years, a local Asian sheep's head wrasse named Yuriko has made an effort to greet a diver named Hiroyuki Arakawa. Arakawa regularly dives off the coast of Japan to tend to an underwater shrine. The fish looks a bit frightening, but the two have established quite a bond after a quarter of a century together. Arakawa often takes tourists down to the shrine, and then they also meet Yuriko. Sea otters. These otters are some of the shyest creatures you will ever encounter in the ocean. When befriended, which is quite the process, they are very friendly creatures and look extra cuddly. On the rare occasion though, they can be dangerous, so be careful which otter you try to befriend. Sea otters were hunted to near extinction in the 18th and 19th centuries, but finally gained protection under the International Fur Seal Treaty of 1911. In the 1970s, they received additional safeguarding under the Marine Mammal Protection Act and the Endangered Species Act. These days, they are often sold as pets. Tiger sharks. Sharks do not remind us of friendliness, but one species, the tiger shark, actually loves to be petted. Emma, the tiger shark, and Jim the human have been friends for more than 20 years. During that time, Jim, on various occasions, removed hooks from Emma. Jim likens Emma's recognition of him to that of a dog who is excited to see you when you get home. Emma follows the sound of Jim's boat, and sometimes they take long swims together. Emma reacts to a hand signal, which means, do you want your head rubbed? Emma will then enjoy a good pet on the head from Jim. You cannot get more friendly than that from a shark, or can you? Dolphins. There was no way we could make this video and not include dolphins in it. Everybody knows exactly how friendly and social dolphins are, not to mention the way they sometimes protect humans and other sea creatures from the dangers of sharks. There is one specific dolphin named Jojo, who has been interacting and visiting his friend Mark the human and tourists and his boats his whole life. He seems to be about 30 to 45 years old. Jojo is friends with a dog called Zizi. They play together in the water and dive down. Sometimes Jojo brings his family along to play and meet the people. Bao is the mother, and her son's name is Scooter. You can actually see them thinking and processing thoughts, as well as recognizing people underwater, Mark says. Beluga whales. Also called the white whale, beluga whales are another exceptionally friendly ocean creature. Their heads and faces are very flexible, so they can mimic humans, which makes it look like they are smiling. These magnificent animals have been known to mimic human voices. They absolutely love to play and make sounds we liken to a T-Rex from all the movies we have watched. Just not so deep though. They'd love to be petted and will close their eyes in enjoyment. There is a video on YouTube of a beluga whale having a crush on a zookeeper and spitting water over any woman who gets close to him. How sweet is that? Sunfish. Sunfish look like the fish that have been built sideways by Mother Nature. They do not look so beautiful and are often mocked for their weird appearance, but these animals are some of the friendliest sea creatures around. These fishes weigh an average of 1 ton and are about 1.8 meters long. Because of the way they look, they can be scary, but they're all heart, so to speak. They do not attack people and will swim leisurely between divers. These fish have no true tails and are the largest bony fish on the planet. Manta rays. Manta rays are large, and when they swim over you, they can block out the sun because they can be up to 7.6 meters across. But they're also referred to as the ocean's peaceful giants. Divers who have swum with these peaceful animals say it is such a great experience swimming with animals of this size that you do not have to fear. Manta rays have the largest brains of any fish, and they actually seek out encounters with humans. Next time you see one, enjoy what it really is. Also be careful because they're one of the most endangered species in the ocean. Sea turtles. Sea turtles are friendly, but do not like to be touched. Sea turtles tend to stay close to shorelines where they forage peacefully on seagrass. Grass is not exceptionally nutritious, so they spend a lot of time grazing, sometimes digging down to get to the more nutritional roots. They become used to humans so quickly and then have no problem if those humans linger and watch them. They hold their breath underwater and have to rise to the surface every few minutes. Their whole demeanor says, "I am friendly, just do not try to touch a sea turtle." They do not enjoy that and will swim away. Sea lions. Sea lions are friendly, but one still has to be careful around them because some species are extremely dangerous. They can be unpredictable and their sharp teeth can give you a serious infection. This is especially important during mating season, as a sea lion becomes much more aggressive towards anyone invading his territory. Sea lions can, however, develop close relationships with people, and some people have even referred to them as the dogs of the sea. They can be quite entertaining at aquariums. They are highly intelligent and can be trained to perform a variety of tricks. That makes them very popular among tourists. Manatees. Manatees are also saltwater animals. They are another example of oceanic friendliness and are large and soft creatures. Their mouths are formed in such a way that even if they wanted to bite a human, which they don't, they wouldn't be able to. They're like water cows, gentle, grass-eating, and they will go and sleep somewhere warm. Because they always seek warmth, they tend to swim up to humans to experience our body warmth. They are herbivores, which makes their cow-like similarity even more apparent. Manatees and sloths are the only mammals on the planet that do not have 7 vertebrae in their necks. They only have 6, which they use to turn their bodies to look in any direction. Orca. Orcas unfortunately are also called killer whales, which makes them sound like ferocious beasts, but they have to kill their prey to eat it. Orcas are actually the largest dolphins of their species, but are called whales due to their size. Orcas are highly vocal, extremely social, and one of the smartest animals in the ocean or on land. They are so smart and trainable that they are easy to train for movies such as Free Willy. They are also considered to be the most stable of any animal species and can learn complex tasks. They may be called killer whales, but humans are not on their menu. Pacific gray whale. These animals are known for their curiosity and often swim up to boats to give people close encounters that they will likely never forget. These encounters even include touching. These whales are prone to vessel strikes due to their inquisitive nature. They are also migrators, traveling annually from Mexico to Alaska and back. This round trip is 20,000 kilometers long. On these journeys, they come in contact with many boats and ships. It is known as the friendly whale, but also the fighting whale. Long ago, whalers called it the devilfish because of its barnacle-covered body, which makes it look devilish. Porpoise. A porpoise looks like a dolphin without a nose or a small whale. They are shyer than their dolphin cousins, but are also very friendly creatures. There are 6 different species of porpoises, and they are very sociable animals, often staying in groups of 2 to 20, but normally around 4. They are so friendly that one author, William Biddle Gray, has even written a book about them titled Friendly Porpoises. These animals will swim up to windows in aquariums to greet people looking at them. There's a story about a man called Joey Trevino who had been fishing with 3 friends off the coast of Texas when their boat sank. Trevino clung to life for hours and was about to give up when a porpoise appeared. The porpoise stayed with him and made him cling on until he was rescued 30 hours later. There are so many more friendly species out there and stories of close friendships between people and these animals. We brought you some of the best examples we could find today. I think you agree that big and ugly does not equal dangerous. I hope to see you all again soon. Until next time, stay safe.